Alright, first I want to start by saying Kalalal Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of James Creop Stone. Salutation to you, I came out there pushing this truth in sincerity, the hopeful elect, Shalom. Now, this is a brother Kanan. Basically, I'm here to do a lesson, and this lesson is just pointing out that um, the devil and basically all these people are known liars, and you people are so indulged and so caught up into them that you trust them even when them a tell us that they are straight up liars. Now the video I have on screen is basic, as I can see at the top. It says Chinese spy on Jamaicans saying outgoing US ambassador. Alright, now the thing is, um, there's a war that is brewing, and for those who are not in the know, yes, it is real and it is evident, and this is clear. This video tells you clearly that look, there's no more sweeping under the rug, there's no more hiding in the closet. This is real and it is coming to you at light speed. It's really ramping up at this time. Things are really getting East is making ace. You know what I mean? And funny enough, this is the year of hasting unto the day of the coming of our Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know what I mean? And Esau is making his ace. And we are doing the same because everything works in one order, which is to the good of the elect, which is what the Heavenly Father wants to get done. You know what I mean? Everything is His will. Right? Now, so Jamaica is caught up between the the China US war. You know what I mean? Because America is known as the hammer of the earth, the leader of the world, basically, in some sense. You know what I mean? Them dictate what take place for most part. But now other countries are rising and are telling America that look, you're not the big boss, you're not the boss of us. And they are growing economy, the economy is growing, sorry, and their infrastructure, as you know, economy would have go up to that, military might improving, and people are even countries are even diverting from America to these to China and Russia, you know what I mean, and other countries for help, or even just to be allies with these countries. No, it's a risk or a threat to America, because Jamaica, in a sense, let's speak on Jamaica at this time. Overall, any country allied with China and Russia is a threat to America because America sees Russia and China as a threat. So if you are my enemies are friend, then you are my enemy. And that's how it works, you know what I mean? And Jamaica is friend with China. So Jamaica put themselves in the light that they are enemies of the American government, you know what I mean? Now we're gonna play the video because we're gonna get to the point. The point is to point out that these men are liars, and you people are not seeing it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna play the video. I'm gonna get into some scriptures also. That's what we're here for, to bring out this doctrine, this truth unto you, hopefully that you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that you are the true biblical Israelite, and that we are in the time of war and the coming of our Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So let's play the video.
I said to the CEO, the Chinese are listening to my mobile phone conversations that I have in Jamaica. What do you think her answer would be? What do you think her answer should have been or should be? Her answer was, we know. Keep in mind that the telecommunications is so high secure in your intelligence and in your personal
Let's just pause there. That's key there to understand that. Look, you're under a system that takes your security. Well, you're giving over yourself onto a system that you basically put your trust in overall. You know what I mean? That they will basically keep information and all that. But I'm not divert from the argument. I'm just pointing out that to you that look, these people are not here for your benefits, really. You know what I mean? They won't keep you secure even when they know things. You know what I mean? It's a big monopoly. It's a big game. And it's basically um, gathering your information and putting everything in a database. That's all it is. You know what I mean? There's no security that secures you really. You know what I mean? You are an open threat to these people and they do whatever they want to do with your information. But let's continue.
That anything going over those lines, be it by your credit cards, banking, your voice, is going over those lines. So when she said we know, I thought she would deny it. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you deny it if I was sitting there? I'd be denying it. I'd say no, that's not.
That's the point. That's the point there that I want to bring out to you. Now, he's saying that, well, for security risk, you know what I mean? You're making a transaction, you think that you're talking to the bank only, yet someone on the other end of the line listening to you, giving over your information on the call, you know what I mean? You're at risk of being hacked or anything like that. You know what I mean? And that's a security breach there. And these companies are aware of this because you just said the CEO said she knew or she knew. And that's shocking. But here is what this ambassador, a messenger of the US to Jamaica is saying. He would have denied it. He would have told a lie, which is point clear proof that these men will lie to you, you know what I mean, about serious situations because that's what they do. He said it. He would deny it. What does that mean? He would lie. No, when you see them come out and talk about the vaccine and they tell you all these other information, oh, it's safe. They've never done any tests, really, on humans. You know what I mean? Because something might react different to an animal, but when you try it with humans, it may react different. And then they say, oh, it's safe. Or they say, they give you the whole bull crap. And oh, it's the government. They are here for a benefit. They won't tell us any lies. You're being naive. You're being simple. You're being stupid and dumb, and you're gonna pay for that, for being silly. You know what I mean? Because you trust these men so much that you just fall for anything that they say. You know what I mean? Let's play a little more.
That's not true. We monitor this.
Were you stunned by that revelation?
Was I shocked by that?
Yes.
No. That's why I presented the question.
Exactly, because everybody's doing the same thing. If you go to England, them of them top notch, what they want to call them, I listen to other, I tap into people. Even England, they point out that Americans are acting to them. I listen to them. Our East job, what they want to call it. You know what I mean? So all of these countries are doing the same thing. You know what I mean? And it's a threat to them when it's in their backyard or in their neighborhood. You know what I mean? And for the Americas, right? This is the Caribbean. That's referred to as the Americas. That's America backyard. And Jamaica is in league with China, and they are a partner of America. So something I forget start out there where that's concerned. Jamaica have to go decide which side they are on. And that's what he's really here to tell Jamaica, look, you need to decide. Because this is no joke thing. You know what I mean? They are at war with China, Russia, and their allies. You know what I mean? Now, let's pause the video there. I'm going to make the video play, or you can go on the site, just the Jamaica Glean, and watch the video and watch what he has to say. You know what I mean? But I'm going to bring on some scriptures. This is 9 minutes in, and I've already Well, I haven't bring out our scriptures yet, so let me just start it off this way. All right, so this is Job 13 and 4. What Job said, he says, "But ye are forgers of lies. You are all physicians of no value." You know what I mean? What the so-called white man come out and tell you as gospel, a lot of the times it's a big lie. You know what I mean? They are liars, and then oh, we never know. Well, after years of, and then a lot of things start. Oh, we never knew would they react this way or whatever. You know what I mean? All the lies that they've been telling. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna read the next precept, right? So this is John 8 and 44. It says, "You are of your father the devil," because referring to you Negroes, you know what I mean? You think if you were to ask Andrew Holness or any one of these politicians in Jamaica certain deep questions, you think they won't know exactly what this ambassador is saying? They would lie, they would deny it, even when they know it's factual. You know what I mean? They will deny it because if I even watch some well, okay, you're gonna say it's movies, all right? What is movie depicting? The movies depicting life for most part. Some are, made up in a sense, but a lot of times they are depicting reality. So let's put it this way: most of the time you see movies and there's a chaos coming, what do they come out and say? Don't panic, or they have things under control. When really and truly they don't, you know what I mean? And if they do have it under control, they are the one creating the chaos. As in this part with the pandemic, which is the COVID-19 situation, you know? So let's continue. It says, "You are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do." Yeah, do him will. You know what I mean? Him want to bring in him system and control things, and the so-called Jamaicans leader, or the leaders of Jamaica and the Caribbean and all of these puppets are working in the hand of these men. You're fulfilling his lust. He was a murderer from the beginning. Guess what? The white man is a murderer. You know what I mean? Look at him track record. There's genocides. Look how much millions of people, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, the white man slaughter, even your own people. You know what I mean? In slavery, you know. You name it. There's so many history out there to show you what this murderer has done, or these murderers, you know what I mean? And yet you still trust the enemy, yet you still believe in what he's saying, because you've been trained to be subject to your enemies, you know what I mean? And there's a term for that, right? So it's called the Stockholm Syndrome, you know what I mean? He said he was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Yes, the so-called white man is the father of lies. You know what I mean? Let's move. Let's play some more of the video. I have some more scriptures, but let's play some more of the video. All right. All right. Let me read this first before I play. Sorry. So like, yeah, this is Jeremiah 5:26. Just to point this out real quick. All right. "For among my people are found wicked men." You know what I mean? Your Andrew Wellness, your leaders, you know what I mean, we're leading the wrong way. "For among my people are found wicked men, they lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men. They catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit." What is deceit? Lies, devilish ways. You know what I mean? "Therefore they are become great and waxing rich." Yeah, you see the amount of money them have, which is really chumching to the elites, but they are become, they're waxing rich. As the scripture says, become great, waxing rich, because they are in this plan and this scheme. You know what I mean? They are subjects, are puppets of the elites, which that's why they get them look a chump change or them look a cheese. You know? He said, let's continue. They are waxing fat, they shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. Even sometimes them go even further. And to some extent, they judge not the cause of the fatherless. They don't care about you and yourself. And the truth is an agenda what they might work with there because they're puppets working for that agenda. Yet they prosper and the right of the needy do they not judge. They don't care say, yo, oh, someone is acting into your information or someone has your information and can do anything at all with it which is breaching your security, your rights. They don't care about that. You know what I mean? None of these leaders care about that. You're not that important. You know what I mean? They don't judge the fatherless. Alright? And the most I said I'm going to visit says, shall I not visit for these things, saith the Lord? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? You don't think your leaders need to be judged for being wicked, for being sellouts, for being murderers, basically? Alright, let's play some more of the video.
When was this? And when was this?
She, in fact, she's not the CEO now. This was probably 8 months after I was here. No, I was here maybe about 6 months, 6, 7 months.
Into your tenure?
Right?
6 months into your tenure is when this happened.
Yeah, when I had the conversation with her.
On what basis?
What basis?
On what basis you said to her that your conversation was being listened to?
I just said to her, just off the cuff, of knowing that they were Huawei, like you bait me, with questions. I said to her, I know that the Chinese are listening to my cell phone.
You think Jamaicans,
Yes,
our conversations are being listened to by people in other countries, China, wherever else?
yes. And I think the information that you had that came out when we talked about the Chinese monitoring all the telephone, the conversations and intelligence that are flowing. It flows through what? It flows through telephone lines and cyber security lines. All this information goes. Now, when you asked the question about why we are concerned, I don't see, and I'm going to criticize you all, from the standpoint that you don't report what you are reading coming out of China. Just 2 days ago, an article came out about the person that actually talked about, and this happens to be a journalist that said about the hospitals being overrun by Corona-19. The president of China said to his army, be prepared for war.
Be prepared for war. What war? We've been saying it. This is a messenger. Ambassador is a messenger from the US. And he's saying that what? Be prepared for war. Well, that was the information is because they know that there's going to be a war. They are preparing for that war. You know what I mean? But for countries like Jamaica and these other countries in the Caribbean that are not military to that extent, you know what I mean, can be able to fight off a criminal them in Jamaica. They're not ready for a war. But they are going to need backing from either China or Russia to start, China or America or Russia, whoever part them decide to tune with, to stand in at this time period because they make themselves allies with one of these countries where they have to choose. You know what I mean? Because somebody's gonna destroy them. Somebody's gonna put some sanction on them. Somebody's gonna pay for being hard with these countries. You know. Let me play some more.
Be prepared for war. You didn't report either about the Sweden, and the Swedish government is very quiet. You never hear anything about Sweden. But the president or the prime minister of Sweden came out and said the worst danger to Sweden was China. They 5G, the Chinese, any Huawei equipment.
Well, we can start there with that with the video. If you want to watch more, you can find out the channel, see that the Jamaica Greener. You know what I mean? And this is why I want to end it off with. Be prepared for war. It says, this is Jeremiah 50 and verse 29. It says, call together the archers against Babylon. Who are the archers? People that fire bows. You know what I mean? And for this time period, we're referring to the people that fire missiles, nuclear missiles, thermonuclear missiles, ICBM. You know what I mean? Alright, let's continue. Intercontinental ballistic missiles. Alright? Now let's continue. So those are the archers. And who is Babylon? Babylon is America. Babylon is mean confusion. America is the mother of confusion. They promote all type of freedom and democracy and confusion really. You know? Man can deal with man, that's confusion. Woman with woman, that's confusion. Transsexual, confusion. The whole alphabet, LGBT, confusion. All those things are confusion, alright? You can do whatever you want to do according to what they are saying, you know what I mean? That's confusion. All ye that bend the bow, there it is, camp against it round about, right? All these nations are camping against America round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work. What is America work? They've bombed other countries. They've robbed other countries of their resources. They've committed genocides in other countries, and the world know this. This is no secret. Alright, if you don't know, you can just go on YouTube, go on Google and search and you will find it. Alright? According to all that is done, that all that she had done, do unto her, for she had been proud against the Lord. You know what I mean? These confusion that you've been hearing, these are proud ways, you know what I mean, giving gays right and all these things, giving certain people freedom. These are straight up being proud against the Heavenly Father, and it goes even further than that, because you know these men don't believe in God. They don't promote the Most High. You know what I mean? They're the devil. They're the devils. You know what I mean? Let's continue. Against the Holy One of Israel. Alright, so we can stop there. The archers are prepared to fire missiles on America, and America is gonna go up in smoke. You know what I mean? Every building in America will be burnt or destroyed coming soon. You know what I mean? So that I just want to wrap this up by saying Kalalal Yahweh Bashem Yahshai Bashem Rakakodash, which is all praises to the Heavenly Father in the name of His Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. You know what I mean? And again, double honors to the apostles and elders of James Stone and Tiwa came out there. Shalom.